evening, and welcome to Several Questions with Nate Chapo. Tonight, we've got some questions for Dan Rao. And now, here is your host, Nate Chapo. Hello, I am Nate Chapo, and sure, I'm the host of the show, but look, I'm just like you. If you're a handsome genius, then I'm just like you. I actually asked my 2-year-old daughter, Wes, the other day, do you think of me more as a super intelligent, or super handsome, or super heroic? She said handsome, and honestly, it kind of hurt my feelings. I really set myself up there. Not only am I an idiot, but I'm not heroic enough for you? I mean, I push the swing for like an hour at a time. Not all heroes wear capes. But I do even. I do wear a cape. It's how I fly. Alright, thanks so much for joining us tonight, everybody. I'll ask Dan Rao several questions in just a couple of minutes, so I hope he's got his spatula ready because I'm really gonna grill him. So I guess he's gonna flip himself on the grill in this scenario. I don't know. How about don't ask me? Instead, ask a baby. Huh? What?
Hey baby, I've always thought of Die Hard as an Easter movie. My dad says, no way. Who's right? Die Hard Easter fan in Easton. Well baby, what do you think?
Wolf Out TV. It's not a bison in a grocery store. It's not just a bucket of cold cuts. It's not a bag of boxes of bags. It's not a mouth that opens to reveal a somehow bigger mouth. Or a tire in a phone booth. It's not a sandwich that reminds you of your vice principal. It's a turtle riding another turtle, like a horsey. It's a painting of somebody taking a photograph of a painting. It's a sunset as seen reflected in the glossy pages of a ladies' magazine. It's 10 or 11 paper clips banging around inside a pencil sharpener. It's one of those old-timey suitcases filled with tickles. Wolf Out TV. We'll make you laugh. Am I saying that right?
I wasn't saying it right, as it turns out. It was supposed to be, we'll make you laugh, I think. Anyway, speaking of you, that is the second-person pronoun I would use when addressing the second person on tonight's show besides me. Dan Rao, thanks for coming on the show, pal.
Thanks for having me. Honestly, I'm just glad to be anywhere.
Yeah, tell me about it. Not yet, though. So, the way several questions work. Well, first, I'll usually go up at the end with my voice. That's how questions work in general. But tonight's question specifically. So I've created a secret list of 100 very silly questions, which I keep in a 2-inch thick, double-reinforced steel Google Doc. And Dan has chosen several numbers between 1 and 100 that will determine his question. So no matter what happens tonight, no matter how shitty the show goes for whatever reason, it's Dan's fault. Is that clear, Dan?
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay. Well, let's get started with your questions. You picked some really good ones.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's start with number 40 selected. What's the best month of the year?
March, because it's not too hot, it's not too cold, and my birthday happens in it.
Birthday happens in it. That's a pretty good selling point. Other than that March honestly might be my least favorite. Because it's such a tease. Like, I like that it's warming up, you know, and everything. But then you like March 7th, you're like outside in t-shirt and shorts, and you're like, ha ha. You throw all your winter clothes away, you burn your sweaters and your snow pants, and then March 9th, it's like, 7 degrees. But I respect your opinion.
I like a month that can keep you on your toes, and I respect March for that.
Okay. I'll take that. It makes you feel something, at least. Makes you feel alive. I like that. I'll take it. I'll accept it. Number 90 was the next one you picked. This is a good one. Would you be more surprised if ghosts were real, if aliens were real, or if robots were real?
I would be surprised if ghosts were real, because the others, are definitely real. There are definitely aliens out there. And I've got a robot in this house. His
Whoa.
name is Griffin.
Really?
He's a roommate.
Oh, nice. Oh, I think I know Griffin. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've worked on him before.
Yeah.
I oil him up. What?
He takes some maintenance.
He does. High maintenance. Do you think ghosts are real? What do you think?
I mean, I think they're more real than some things.
Like what? Give me.
They're more
Tooth-
real than
what-
the tooth.
Then
Sorry.
what?
I was gonna say they're more real than the Tooth Fairy,
Okay.
but less real than vampires.
More real than Tooth Fairy. I like it. I think that's very descriptive.
Mhm.
Perfect.
Thank
I
you.
know exactly where it is. Okay, number 2. Have you ever had a recurring dream? And I'm gonna warn you, there's gonna be a follow up if you say yes. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. You have? Okay.
Yes, I have.
What's your most recurring dream?
I get it pretty much anytime I have a fever. Everything is in like a weird slow motion, and my hands are too big, and I am in a tunnel of clouds, and there are 2 people at either end firing guns at one another, and I am stuck in the middle of this like 3-foot wide cloud tunnel as people are shooting at each other, and then I end up behind a bunch of barrels trying to run away from people who are hunting me.
Oh man.
It's a good old time, and I'm
That's
glad that whenever I have it, I'm like, I need to check my temperature because I probably have a fever.
Hello,
I do.
old friend. Fever dream. Time for some Tylenol.
Uh-huh.
That sounds terrifying.
It's not great.
Shooting guns.
Yeah, shooting guns that I can't see, and I can't see them.
So
I
I
know
haven't
they're
had
shooting.
recurring dreams since I was a little kid. When you're in the recurring dream, it doesn't help that it's recurring. It doesn't remind you that you've had it before. You're still just in it when you're in it.
Even if I know I've had it before, I'm like, I'm here again.
Again,
They're still shooting at me.
How did this happen again?
It's my fault.
Yeah, that's a you problem. Like one time, I could pass it off as a coincidence, but
Trapped me in a cloud tunnel once.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right. This is a good one. 75. Are birds good or bad?
Good. Birds are good because they are still dinosaurs. They taste great. And name like 3 evil things that can fly. Not birds.
Dragon, harpy,
Okay.
and birds.
Dang it, you got me.
Yeah. Sorry, man. No, you bring up good points. I'm with you. I like birds a lot. And I don't even eat them. So I don't know what.
For me,
I would not want to keep a bird. I'll say that. I think that would affect my opinion of birds very quickly.
yeah, they seem like a high maintenance sort of pet.
Yeah, well, I would be too if I could fly and somebody was making me not fly. Speaking of which, dreams and flying, I've had flying dreams, but the only flying dreams I've ever had have been in a church basement.
So it's like you are the bird being kept by God,
My own,
maybe?
by religion, maybe?
By
Yeah, I don't know.
religion?
I'm not sure. It might just be me. It might just be a drop ceiling. The drop
There you
ceiling
go.
of a basement.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's really sad to me. When I noticed that that every time I was having a flying dream, it was in a basement. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Maybe there'll be a potluck down there occasionally.
That's true. I think that's what it was. It was like an ice cream social that was keeping me in the basement. I was like, I'll float around, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to keep my eye on that table. The only other semi-flying dream I ever had was I would stand on a credit card and fly. Analyze that one, I don't know.
Yeah, what the modern retelling of Aladdin.
Exactly. Don't you dare close your eyes. Would you prefer to live in a house of mirrors or a house of windows?
Windows, because I wouldn't have to look at myself. I wouldn't have to recognize my own problems, but everyone else would get to. But then I would do the same at them. I'd be like,
Yeah, look at yourself, man.
look at you, and then
What do you
can I live? Can I live? toss up here.
Sure.
Can I live in a house of one-way mirrors where everyone else can see me? And only wait, no, that's the worst of both.
Yeah, that's a terrible idea. You'd want to switch them around, I think.
Yeah, I want to see out, and everyone else has to look at themselves. So I think, isn't that technically just living in like a modern office building?
Yeah, sort of. It would be kind of perfect for an exhibitionist that didn't want to do anything weird. They didn't want to like put it on anybody.
Yeah,
They didn't
yeah,
want to,
there
like,
you go.
yeah. Yeah, interesting. Yeah. Okay, I'll do it. Do you think you would run into walls more often if they were made of glass or if they were made of mirrors?
I don't know that you could run into walls more frequently than I do.
Yeah.
It happens a lot.
Yeah, me too. I was just lamenting that earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
I have this one elbow. I call it my Wesley elbow. It's a tendonitis from holding my daughter.
Sure.
Wes. So, and I think I hit it like 30 times a day. I just like bonk it on everything that I walk past. Maybe it's probably my huge pecs that you probably get this too. Huge pecs that push your arms out, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for me it's the massive delts, and I don't have a Wes elbow. I call it a stupid body, where it's this thing where my whole body's stupid.
Oh, it's
I
dumb.
just hit things.
Yeah. Okay, I get it. Yeah, that's I watched a medical show on that.
House.
Medical show. That's how I was trying to seem smart, was saying that I watched a medical show. All right.
Achievable dreams.
Okay. If you got, kind of on the same theme, number 96, if you got to design a house, what's something that you would definitely put in there? I mean, like something unusual, I mean, not like floors and toilets and a roof.
Are you familiar with the 90s or maybe early 2000s Disney original movie Smart House?
No.
Well, so basically it has like a mom who is an AI in the house, and she becomes evil and like makes tornadoes and stuff.
Sure.
I don't remember it that well, but I would do that. I would make an evil AI in the house.
Oh, nice. Okay. Tornadoes.
Yeah, that makes tornadoes.
Oh, you like things keeping you on your toes. I guess you just don't like to get bored, huh?
Yeah, I hate boredom and safety. Those are my like. Some people are afraid of rejection. No, me, I'm afraid of stagnation.
Uh-huh. Yeah, safety first? I don't think so. Safety
No,
11th,
third.
maybe? Okay, what's your pet peeve? So, like, there's a pet peeve about a pet or people and their pets.
Okay. Oh, about people and their pets, not my own personal pet?
Either one could be.
Oh, well, so I have a pet chinchilla. He's great. I love him. But sometimes he does this thing where he starts running around late at night in his cage, just like making all sorts of noise, just like throwing a party. And I'm like, I'm trying to sleep, sir. If you would mind saving this for business hours, but he's semi-nocturnal, so what can you do?
Okay. Yeah, no, that's not really on him. That seems like... Maybe, have you thought of switching your schedule so you can stay up and party with him?
I mean, I basically have
Yeah, he's
at this
one.
point. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think... I hope he appreciates it, I guess. That's all I can say.
I do so much for him, and he has not given me like any thanks. He has not sent a thank you card. He forgot my birthday.
Oh, man. Oh, that bell means that that is all the time that we have for this section of the show, Dan. Thank you so much. You treated my questions with far more dignity and respect than they deserved, and I think they know it. We'll be back for the lightning round in just a minute, but first, why don't we go to court? What court? Nate Court.
What you're about to witness is a TV judge show. The cases are real, the gavel is a croquet mallet, and the judgments are final. Judge Nate is not an actor. They said he didn't have the right look. You be the judge, but not here, because this is Nate Court.
Okay. This is a very complicated case, which begs an important question. What do you think the chances are we'll be out of here by 11? I just gotta let my mom know she wants to meet up for lunch. Guilty. That's gonna speed things along? I have to tell you, that is one of the hardest jobs in the world. Hardest job I ever had, that's for sure, shooting those judge shows. I'm allergic to purple, and I couldn't wear a shirt under it because all my shirts have hoods, and I got some pretty bad hives. Plus, I'm allergic to bees, too, so double trouble, you know? All right, Dan, for the lightning round, you're going to try to answer as many of my lightning round questions in 30 seconds as you possibly can. I think the record is 7, but there's really no way to know. So, you should probably just shoot for like 10 or something, okay?
You got it.
Okay. Our 30 seconds begins now. Earth, wind, or fire?
Fire. Pluto
or Goofy?
Goofy?
Pluto or Mercury?
Mercury.
When's bedtime?
9:30. It's not right.
Tom Hanks or No Thanks?
Tom Hanks. Yes.
Gary Sinise or No Police?
No Police.
How are you?
Fine. Been better.
Do you consider yourself a visionary?
Yes.
Do you believe in love after love?
I believe in love.
That's time. I'm going to give you that last one to you. That's 8 points. Good job, Dan. Thank you, everyone, for joining us, and a big thanks to Dan Rao for coming on and answering some really stupid questions. I think tonight we all learned that, at the end of the day, I need you to remember to close and lock the safe. I know, we have a security system as a backup, but it's company policy. One more time and I'm going to have to write you up. Probably should have written you up this time, but you know what? I see a bit of myself in you. And look, I don't want to be the bad guy all the time, but I have to do what's best for the store. Bottom line. Alright everyone, remember to take time to think, to ask questions, to hear answers, and please, remember to close and lock the safe. Good night. Thank you for tuning into Several Questions with Nate Chappell. You can find more shows at Wolf Out TV on YouTube or go to wolfout.tv on internet.